Hey guys, what's up? It's Alyssa, and today I am going to be doing a Q&A video. Over the past couple weeks, I've been telling you guys to leave comments with questions or suggestions and stuff like that, and I've also been posting on other social media that I am looking for questions for a Q&A, and I think I have enough to at least do a kind of short Q&A for you guys. So first, let's start off with just a little introduction. Hi, I'm Alyssa. I'm 17 years old. I'm from the state of Illinois, and I am visually impaired, but I will talk more about that later. Okay, so sorry in advance if this video is a little scattered. I'm just kind of doing the questions in the order I have them wrote down, so it might go from, like, me talking about if I have siblings, to me talking about my vision, to music, to something else, but either way, the questions will be answered. That brings me to my first question that I got asked. I was asked if I have any siblings. I do. I have a younger brother who, it's crazy to believe and crazy to think about, but he will be 11 years old in March. And I have a half sister who, if I remember right, is turning 4 in December of this year, so she would have just turned 3. The next questions I was asked are, what is your favorite food and what is your least favorite food? Honestly, there are a lot of good foods. I'd have to say my favorite would either be tacos or spaghetti. It kind of depends on what I'm feeling that day. My least favorite food, I don't know what it is about this, but even as a kid, I never liked Hamburger Helper. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's the flavor. I don't know what it is about it. I've never liked it. So the next questions I got were about my vision. My eye condition is Leber's congenital amaurosis. Out of my right eye, I can see to read large print, but not for very long periods of time, just because my eyes will eventually strain from doing that. So I've been using voiceover more often, and that's just so I don't strain my eyes, because that's really annoying and painful. With my phone, I have all of my settings set to where I can see what I'm doing. So my print size is at 100% bolded. The smallest I can make it is like 80 or 90. It just depends on the day. My phone is on dark mode for pretty much everything. The only app that I don't have in dark mode is Snapchat, and that's because I have not found the dark mode setting on Snapchat. I don't think there is one, but if there isn't, there really needs to be such a thing. My left eye, all I can really see out of it is light and shadows. I can also see a little bit of color out of it, but that's a whole nother thing that's really complicating to explain, because technically that eye should only be light and shadows according to my doctor at this moment. Following up that question, I've been asked, would you ever consider getting a guide dog? The answer to that is yes, but I think I'm going to wait until after I graduate in order to do that. Just because I don't want to have to deal with, taking the dog back and forth to school and stuff like that. And I don't want to... It's not that it would be a bother. I just don't want to have to go through all of that, especially being on a residential campus for school, because I go to the blind school. But I definitely am considering getting a guide dog at some point. I'm just not 100% sure when yet. Another question I got asked was, does pineapple belong on pizza? Now, yes, I know this is a very controversial thing. I tried it once when I was younger, just because, everyone was, it doesn't belong on pizza, or it does belong on pizza. I personally have no preference. If I have to have pineapple on pizza, I will, but if I don't have to, I normally don't. But ultimately, it's whatever the person thinks. And if you have an opinion on this, let me know down below, because I'm interested to see what you guys think about that. Next, my most favorite and least favorite parts about remote learning. I like remote learning because I like how our schedules are set up. So for me, specifically, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have class at 10:20, and then 11:50 until 2, and then I have a break from 2 until 2:50, and then my last class ends at 3:30. That 10:20 class goes until 11, and then I have a 50-minute break there. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have a class at 9:30 in the morning, and that gets over around 10:15, 10:20. And then I have a break until 11:50, and then I'm on Zoom from 11:50 until pretty much 3:30. But I like having the schedule split up like that, instead of having, okay, you're going to go to all of your classes on one day, and you're going to, be around people in 8 classes. Actually, no, 9, because the way our school is, 9 classes of the day. So from 8 to 3:30, you're around people, and then being residential, you're still around them because you see them in the dorms, unless you go in your room and don't have a roommate. But yeah, one of my least favorite parts about it is I personally like traveling, and I like getting to see my friends and hang out with them, and I miss the stuff that I used to be able to do before quarantine and before we went remote. And some subjects are just really difficult for me, especially since we have been remote. Like, for example, math, as a visually impaired person, it's doable, but for some people it's extremely difficult, and that's where I am with remote. It's hard for me to learn math remote. So another question I got asked, I was gonna joke with this person about it, but I really don't know what to say. LT Spears, who I've made a video about before, that was the reaction video, asked me, why can't he get a girlfriend? Now, if you want me to be honest, I don't know, dude. That's kind of, I don't know the answer to that, because I'm not you. I'm not a girl that you've tried to be with, and yeah. I'm sure someone will come along that'll want to be with you, but I mean, we're still in high school. I would say don't worry about it, but I also know that's probably not going to happen, and you joke about it towards yourself all the time, so, Anyways, guys, that was my Q&A. If you have any more questions, leave them down below, and if you enjoyed this video and getting to know a little bit about me, like this video, comment some suggestions for my channel down below, and I will see you all in my next video.